Harris did. Let's go check out Pennsylvania one more time here, and we'll see. Okay, hold steady at 3.5. 90% of the estimated vote out there is now reporting here. In Michigan, the blue wall, 6.3, so that number is stuck a little bit here. Estimated somewhere maybe 40% of the vote still missing there in Michigan. In Wisconsin, maybe we get some more numbers. He's got 85% of the vote in here. And, Trump's holding on to this 4.2 advantage in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin, they take a lot of pride in what they do. They want to get the vote out quickly. Maybe Milwaukee notwithstanding, but the rest of the state, that's their idea. So we could get that in. Maybe a little more as we go to what, the 2 a.m. hour? Is that we go to 2 a.m. or 3? What are we doing here?
So as we can see, there are a ton load of people in Palm Beach County and Mar-a-Lago on Trump's property there, where we're just waiting to see the results. They're waiting more and more to see as each state closes their voting and finish their counting.
Just a tad under 35,000 votes. Clark County, Las Vegas, 70% of the votes in the Silver State here all come from Nevada. Let's see what's happening right now. Okay, Harris, just a tick over 50.2 with 80%. I want to go comparison.
Yeah, so as each vote comes in, they're celebrating the party here. You guys can see just a lot of people there. And so she's doing pretty much worse than what Joe Biden was doing 4 years ago, running against Donald Trump. So she's doing pretty bad. As you guys can see, I mean, obviously I don't really know what the results is. This is recorded before the actual event, and I'm making a prediction that Donald Trump is obviously going to win. It should be noted that even if he gets a popular vote and win all these states, all the voting is not going to finish until around Thursday, to when they finalize everything. So it might be a little bit premature to say that he's the president, but it would be, it would be a good call. We definitely wouldn't want to. It would be a bad idea for them to declare him president, and then by Thursday they say, "Oh, I'm sorry, we counted and he's not the president." So as you can see, people here in Mar-a-Lago are just watching, like, attentively to see who the winner is. Look at that crowd. Look at that crowd. Show me where you can find a crowd like that watching for Kamala. Pretty sure it's somewhere, but it ain't anywhere anybody want to see. So people are still voting. JFK Jr.
So our panel is still with us, and we have some new folks that somebody commented on my live video.
Now, if you guys are watching this video, I appreciate you. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video with me. By tomorrow, I would have hoped and prayed that President Trump would have been president. At some point in time, I was just going to stay up, but the video I can't record for more than like half an hour. But
this is a trifecta. The credit goes to President Trump, but it also fundamentally means something different. You can do reconciliation when it comes to tax reform. So you don't need 60 votes in the Senate. Having the Senate as large as he is, he's going to get the cabinet that he wants. The other thing that's going to happen is you're not going to have a Hakeem Jeffries that's going to try to impeach him every single week. So America's going to see ability to go. And if Republicans take this moment in time to not play games and focus on the issues, they can grow it the next time. Otherwise, it's going to be very competitive. But one way is if it's as big as we think it could be. We obviously haven't made these calls yet, but it's trending that way, and the pathway for her to win is getting narrower and narrower.
It's getting very small for her to win.
A mandate, and Hakeem Jeffries,
As election goes on, he's storming to the front. And I know all these celebrities that endorsed her must feel like crap right now. Dave Bautista, Beyonce, who nobody cares about, Eminem, so-called best rapper ever. Get the hell out of here. And what was Big doing? Big died at like 20 years old. Insurrection. Our democracy. I mean, you hear Kamala Harris every day. Oh, what's at stake is our democracy, and she was right. Our democracy was at stake if she is to become president, because again, she has no clear cut, decisive, ideas that she's putting forward to better this country. A lot of Americans out there, they're suffering. The top 20%, they're consuming almost everything. They're rich. But 80% of the people are struggling day to day. People like myself who's transitioning to go back to school. We're talking about school loans. We're talking about credit card. We're talking about day-to-day living. We're talking eating healthy or trying to eat healthy, because you can't eat healthy in this economy. You have to live it, unless you have like some 2-3 income household. Where I live in Florida or in Miami, where a lot of people have 2-3 4 people, sometimes 2-3 families in the same house. 2-3 families in the same house. Whole families living in the same house. And they have to split it up. There's people down here who want to buy a house, and it's almost impossible unless your household is taking in $120,000 or more. You're not buying any house. I know people that are together in Florida that they can't even get divorced, and they want to get divorced because it's so expensive to live separate. And I think, Kamala has not resonated with people because, as time goes by, as the election goes down, people are like, okay, we hear all the notion of, joy. Oh, we just want to live happy, kumbaya. Yeah, we do want to live happy, kumbaya. But we also want to know, after being kumbaya, what's going to happen, the reality. What's the economy going to be like? How the rest of the world going to take us? Already, you already seen Putin. He came out and make a statement saying that he's willing to listen to President Trump, because he knows President Trump is going to get elected. And he knows President Trump is not going to put up with any foolishness. He knows he's going to have to stop. Because if President Trump decides to ramp up help for Ukraine, he knows he's screwed. He doesn't want it. Like, come on, none of these countries, all these countries that are trying to expand their country, like China, China's always expanding. I'm Jamaican, and China's always expanding in Jamaica. They're always trying to let their foothold be known. You think they're trying to go into no damn world war? No, they're not. Nobody's trying to go into a world war. Nobody's trying to drop any nuke. Yes, Russia might put some ships out in Cuba, but it's in preparation for what might happen. You know what I mean? But they don't want any war. They don't want to be for the United States. The United States have the best technology. No matter how smart you think all these other countries are, people in India and China and so forth, they can never test us in terms of the battlefield. Our technological advances are way better than a lot of these countries. They might be smarter, but guess what? A lot of the smartest people live in the United States and work for the United States government. It's just that you just don't see that smartness in the government per se. Because it's so hard for me to imagine that our president and our vice president, the type of things that they do, especially in terms of the election, that they're supported by smart people, could never be. Some of the decisions that they make, like, who thought it was a good idea to dump 5 million illegal immigrants in the country to try to sway the election? Who thought that was a good idea? How did somebody say, hey, this is going to be a great idea? Let's run on, wokeness. Let's run on transgender and gay and and LGBTQ. Let's run on abortion, because that's such a big thing in everybody's. I don't give a crap about abortions. I mean, not that I don't give a crap about it, but that's not the most pressing issue in my life. I give a crap about the economy. I give a crap about our security as it pertaining to other world powers. I give a crap about. Sorry, let me take off my glasses. These are actually tested glasses, so I wasn't just wearing glasses indoor. I give a crap about what kind of world my child is going to grow up in. I give a crap about how much money I'm making and how many times it's being taxed. From I get that paycheck, it's getting taxed. When I buy food, it's getting taxed. When I buy anything else, it's getting taxed. That's what I care about. I care about keeping more money in my pocket, spending less money at the gas tanks, spending less money at the grocery stores, and getting better food, better quality food. You know, I care about having jobs in the United States for American citizens who've actually been paying tax and still pay tax. I care about taking my hard-earned money and just giving it away to other people who, I'm not saying they don't deserve it, because I am an immigrant. They're getting $10,000 check. They're getting put up. I can tell you the last I treated myself to a hotel just to say, hey, I went to a hotel and I stayed there and slept the night and just whatever. And people are coming across the border and getting that. A PlayStation 5. I have a PlayStation 5. I'm probably still paying that off on my credit card. And I bought that thing like 2, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? If you don't think it's bad, one day get up, okay, and go to your bank and say to them, you know what? I don't have the money. I don't have the money to pay my mortgage this month, and see what's gonna happen. And see if they're gonna say, yeah, don't worry, we're gonna take care of you. Go to your bank and do that. You know what they'll do? They'll add that on onto the back end of your mortgage. And if your mortgage is 150,000, it's going to be 152,000 or 153,000. And every month you miss, that's how they add it back on. They don't take. It's absolutely beautiful. And then you come here to the United States. Go to New York airport. Go to many other countries' airport. You go through Dubai. I've never been to Dubai, but you see videos of people going through Dubai. All these other countries that have sold oils, and they be selling to us and getting rich and building their country. And their country looks like paradise. You know what I mean? And here in the United States, you come to our airport, it looks like crap. Doesn't look like anything special. Some parts of the airport look run down. It doesn't look. If you're coming to the United States for the first time, you're like, that's it. And then you go to these other countries, you're like, oh my God, it's beautiful. Why should we build other countries and not our own? And I'm not saying anything's wrong with supporting other countries. All right, let's hear some results real quick.
Is this a fact, ladies and gentlemen? We have projected that Donald J. Trump will win the state of Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. He won Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. Them numbers are going up in the Electoral College. Let's see how they're going to try to steal this one. Barack Obama and his crew. They were plotting hard, man. They thought we were going to lose. And we took entertainment, whatever the case might be, And I appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to watch some of my other videos, it's not always so serious, but definitely tomorrow, I definitely want to live stream tomorrow. So tune in for that. I don't know what time I'm going to do it because I have to get a lot of stuff done for school tomorrow. Financial aid, sign up for a lot of my classes, figure out how school's going to get paid for. And then I might do some live streams tomorrow. We can talk all day about politics and what we see going on in the media. But I definitely am wondering how they're going to take this in the media tomorrow, because he's definitely going to win. There's no doubt about it. A lot of people are going to wake up tomorrow sad. I hope all of you get up and leave and go to another. Let them go to Afghanistan and start the view there. See how that works out for them, since they hate America so much. Let's hear what Oprah has to say on her program. Can't stand Oprah. Let's hear if Barack Obama is going to come out and make a speech. Let's hear. I want to hear Kamala. She's gonna try to be graceful because now that he win, everybody's gonna try to be on his good side. Ain't nobody gonna call him a fascist anymore unless it's a talk show. You're not gonna hear any more government official talking smack because he's gonna be in power. They can't weaponize anything against him. All those people that were put in jail, because they supported him, and all that stuff, they're gonna get released right away because they're not gonna try to push the issue. All the charges against him are gonna get dropped. And I hope it all does. I actually really want him to focus on what he needs to do. I don't care about any revenge on any other part. That's not what we're about. We're Americans, and we're all Americans at the end of the day. This is just an election. Everybody has their own views, and at the end of the day, I want to see a strong America as it pertains to foreign powers, as it pertains to people here being wealthy enough to buy good food, take care of their kids, be happy, don't be so stressful. You already have enough stress in your life. I want people's pockets to be filled. I want a strong economy. I want a strong president. I want to be recognized as strong as it pertains to foreign power. I don't want to be going to war with another country. I want a president that's cohesive and not divisive, like Kamala loves to say. And from everything that we've seen from the Democratic Party, they've been the one that's pretty divisive. You know what I mean? Major shout out to Miami Dade College. I love Miami Dade College. That might be my future college. So obviously, I live in Miami, Florida. Guys, I definitely want to thank you guys for tuning in. For all my subscribers who've subscribed, thank you very much. If you're watching my channel, I appreciate you. Go out, check out some of my videos, and stay tuned for some more content. Mr. Black Mamba 305 signing out. Thank you guys.